Okay, these veterans you here see lined up out here, they will be receiving the Warriors Medal of Valor. Warriors Medal of Valor is given to an honorably discharged veteran or a current veteran in the service who is serving their country. And their certificate reads like this: From the hearts of the First Nation people of the United States of America, let it be known to all persons who view this certificate that the following person is hereby awarded the Warriors Medal of Valor for honorable military service while serving in the Armed Forces of the United States of America. Their conspicuous performance of duty represents great patriotism and pride in the finest traditions of the Armed Forces of the United States of America while preserving the great cause of freedom. Your tour of honorable military duty is what protects our freedom and keeps America safe. The First Nations people hereby bestow you with the Warriors Medal of Valor with great honor. We are extremely proud of your dedication to God, country, and family. Thank you for a job well done. Our first recipient is Barry Badlian. Barry Badlian. Going. Clifton DeSerta. William Eaglehart. Joseph Brown Thunder. Waverly Chief. John Tibbetts. Clarence Conroy. Chuck. I didn't know his name was Clarence till last year. I knew he was Chuck all my life. Colonel Tom Brewer, U.S. Army. Operation Enduring Freedom, Purple Heart and Bronze Star Medal recipient. Thank you, gentlemen. You heard what this said. It really means it from me too, from the Veterans Committee and the Veterans Office. I thank you very much. Waverly and the Colonel, could you come up here with me? William, come up here. William is receiving his medals from Korea. First medal he's getting is the National Defense Service Medal. It's a medal that all of us got when we were in a hostile area. And it's part of the I Was There medals, is what they call them. If you was in the war zone, you got the I Was There medal. And for Korea, you got the National Defense, the Korean Service Medal, and the United Nations Service Medal, which he is getting today. guys dismissed. Get out of the hot zone. Stand by, John.
Gonna pull a couple?
Mary Musso or someone in that family in the neighborhood. Joseph Kitto family. Okay, Collins Gay family.
Oh, Joshua learned the hard way that gas makes putting metals on there.
Joshua Gay family. Joshua has left us. However, the family has requested his medals and we have them, so we will present them. There. Since we can't pin them on, we just left them in a package. I will read to you what is in the package. He has a sharpshooter badge with a carbine bar, honorable service lapel button from World War II, World War II Victory Medal, European, African, Middle Eastern Campaign Medal with Bronze Star attachment, American Campaign Medal, Good Conduct Medal, and Purple Heart. Joshua Gay, World War II veteran, deceased. Mary Musso, if you're in the neighborhood, please let me know or come up here. Chuck Ward, Patty, you was in my office 3 times and we talked about this, and I told you over and over at noon. Nancy has told me that she will donate $100 for next year's powwow. John Tibbetts. John Tibbetts is receiving his medals from his service time in Vietnam. And these medals will be pinned on because he is here personally. And as we will start from the lowest to the most important. We start with the marksman badge, rifle bar, and then he gets his parachute badge, and he gets his Republic of Vietnam campaign ribbon. I say ribbon, it usually comes with a medal. However, that is a foreign medal, and it is presented by that government. As you know, the South Vietnamese government is no longer in existence, so we don't have a medal for that part. However, he is getting the ribbon. And he gets a Vietnam Service Medal. National Defense Service Medal. And finally, his Bronze Star. All these medals are indicative of that person's service for their time in Vietnam. And we're proud of John for getting these medals. And come and join us on this hot day. I prayed for a cool day, but evidently I didn't pray hard enough. And we got this real nice hot day.
When I get my own place, I like to have a nicely sized room. Yeah. And just have like a nice game. I would like to have like a nice couch kind of in the corner, a nice TV or something there. So that's what I'd like to have. Oh, sure. So, congratulations. So are you teaching yet or? No, I still teach all next year. Okay. So I do middle school. I'll do Scott.
We have a little medallion for the Vietnam veterans in our presentation today. You other guys, the Vietnam guys, come back up here so we can do this too. At least two more of you.
I've been trying to figure out some words, but right when I got done with school, I had a trip up in Florida with my girlfriend and my mom, and it was a good trip. I had a long final trip, so it was kind of nice to have. So it's
Mary Musso, family members. Okay, now we are going to one of the bigger presentations we have here today. I had called Colonel Brewer from the eastern Nebraska to be with us here today to be honored for his service in Afghanistan. I don't have a bio, but John, our chairman, has one. He will read that when he makes his presentation. First of all, we have from the Veterans Office awarding a red feather, which signifies that this veteran had been wounded in an armed combat against an armed enemy. Vincent Davis, Mary Musso, Chuck Ward, Joe American Horse. If you're here, come on up. Sheila, I do Sheila, I do Makasetonia Takuni Wakawani Cheyelo Hey Whoa la kotaki Lejela Wakayelo Hey Kiayo Hey Makana Makpia Eyo Koki Ita Woti Akelo Hey Iwaye Kile Wakacha Naya Unuweo Hey Echete Mitakeate Put it on the title. Okay, now we have our chairman, John Elbert Steele, will make a presentation from the tribe.
Thank you. Yes. Metakwepe. As president of the Oglala Sioux tribe, as you know, When our warriors went on a war party in the past, when they came home, their family and their friends honored them. We want to show you that you need to honor your individual veterans when they come back, and to try to explain why. When the Vietnam veteran came home, he was not welcomed home by the United States. They were called names, they were spit on. This was very difficult in their own minds to accept. Our ancestors knew this already. That warrior saw things and did things that worked on his mind. Our ancestors knew this. They welcomed him home. They honored him. It was not just a brag session. It was for that warrior and his peace of mind. Today we would like to honor Lieutenant Colonel Tom Brewer, our tribal member. His dad is Ross Brewer, and he was a Korean veteran. So the warriors run in that family, the Brewer family. I'm going to ask a member of the Red Feather Society, Mr. Ivan Starr, to come up right now. Ivan was also wounded in Vietnam. He is already a member of the Red Feather Society, just like Lieutenant Colonel Tom Brewer was inducted into the Red Feather Society. And we have a star quilt here. We'd like Ivan to help. This has got the red, white, and blue. It's got an eagle on it. And the Nebraska National Guard. But for Tom's being inducted into the Red Feather Society, which I will have Ivan speak on in a little while, we'd like to give this star quilt to Lieutenant Colonel. I think the eagle sort of represents his being a colonel.
Can we please hold that up so we can
Say, would you like me to grab one end of it? Oh, it's okay. Stand by you.
On your shoulders there.
Oh, can we stand in the middle then? Yeah. Okay. Just want to make sure I don't mess this up. Up, let me ease forward here. Now, try this one.
Get it in half. Be easier that way.
There we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, would also like to present to the Colonel a flag of the Oglala Sioux Tribe. And it says, Lieutenant Colonel Tom Brewer, exemplary military service, the Oglala Lakota Nation. Tom, whenever somebody does something on behalf of the people or for the people, this flag was designed, there is an interpretation on the colors, the designs at the tribal office, but we give our tribal members a tribal flag. And this is only for tribal members, so it shows that you are a member of our tribe and we're proud of you. And we did honor you. And Metakwapi, we got a certificate here,
Run out of hands.
and he can't hold all of it. Certificate of Appreciation and Honoring presented to Lieutenant Colonel Tom Brewer. The Oglala Lakota Nation hereby presents this certificate for continued and dedicated service to the United States military, for exemplifying Lakota virtues and values and proudly representing the Oglala Oyate in everything you do. A true Lakota warrior. For this we are very proud and wish you well in all that you do. You are truly an inspiration. And it's a certificate from the tribe.
Thank you, sir.
I would like to tell you a little bit about the Colonel here. This might take a couple of minutes. He graduated out of Gordon High School, went into the Gordon National Guard, Nebraska National Guard, in 1977. He attended the U.S. Army Field Artillery School as a forward observer, air assault school, and airborne school. He attended Doane College and was on the cross-country and track teams. He was named both the college NAIA all-conference team. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer has completed 39 marathons. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was an exchange student at Moscow State University and the University of Leningrad in the former Soviet Union in 1982 and 1983. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was commissioned as an infantry officer in 1983 and attended infantry officer basic course, Pathfinder course, Jump Master course. He was the honor graduate of the U.S. Army Ranger School. He was assigned to B Company 2, 134th Infantry in Falls City, Nebraska. He's a graduate of the Infantry Officer Advanced Course, Joint Firepower Control course. Tom graduated from Doane College in Crete, Nebraska with a BA in History and Management in 1983. In 1985, Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was assigned to the 167th Cav as an attack helicopter pilot. He attended the Army Rotary Wing Aviation course and is a Cobra helicopter pilot. In 1990, Lieutenant Colonel Brewer volunteered for Operation Desert Storm and was assigned to 3 BDE 1st Cav Division as S3 Airborne and Battle Captain. In 1995, Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was assigned as the Nebraska National Guard State Training Officer. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer served as the U.S. men's shooting coach in 1996 in the Atlanta Games. In 1999, Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was selected as the director of the National Guard Marksmanship Training Center in Little Rock, Arkansas. He has been a team member and has coached Nebraska shooting teams in both national and world championships. He has personally won 10 national championships and has won the World Sniper Championship in 1997. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer has graduated from the Army Combined Armed Staff Services School, the Command General Staff College, and the Army War College. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer is a graduate of both the Czech Army Airborne in 2000 and the German Airborne Schools in 2002. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was married in May of 2003 and was sent to Afghanistan to take command of the training battalion of the Afghan National Army. His job there was to build a new Afghan National Army and to help stabilize the country of Afghanistan. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer served with the 3rd Special Forces Group in Afghanistan and was shot 7 times in an ambush on October 12, 2003. As a result of that action, he was awarded the Purple Heart and the Bronze Star. Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was selected to command Task Force LAV, Light Armored Vehicles, on August 30th, 2005, in response to Hurricane Katrina. His task force was the first task force on the ground and saved 604 lives in 20 days of operations in the city of New Orleans. In June 2006, Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was selected for the Drug Enforcement Administration Fellowship. While assigned to the DEA headquarters, Lieutenant Colonel Brewer served with the DEA class teams in Afghanistan and Kyrgyzstan. On August 2007, Lieutenant Colonel Brewer was selected to command the Counter-Narcotics Task Force to work with train the Kyrgyzstan Drug Control Authority in Central Asia. Lieutenant Colonel Tom Brewer is currently the Operations Officer for the National Airborne Operations Center. National Airborne Operations Center supports the National Command Authority of the United States. The E-4B Boeing 747 serves as the National Airborne Operations Center. In case of national emergency or destruction of ground command control centers, the aircraft provides a modern, highly survivable command, control, and communication center to direct U.S. forces, execute emergency war orders, and coordinate actions by civilian authorities. There are only 4 E-4B aircraft in the Air Force inventory, with one constantly on alert. He's married to Kelly Brewer, who's also a warrant officer in the Nebraska Army National Guard. They have 2 children, Travis 19 and Kaylee 15. He lives in Murdoch, Nebraska. Ladies and gentlemen, this warrior of the Oglala Sioux tribe, wounded in battle, got the Purple Heart, Brown Star, was a national sniper champion, has served in just about every capacity, but now he is serving the Oglala Lakota people on one of only 4 aircraft that, in case of a real emergency, this aircraft is just about impenetrable, and he will be on it to command the civilian actions on the ground in the United States in case of a national emergency. So he is still serving as a warrior of the Oglala Lakota. That is why we honor him today. This warrior has seen things, done things, smelled things, lived things that a lot of other warriors have gone through, and we thank him. The Native peoples of this country have the unique distinction of being the only ones to have forever fought for this land and for freedom. This is why you, Mitakuapi, need to honor your veterans when they come back, to ease their minds, to heal their minds, and to thank them, welcome them home. So we welcome home Lieutenant Colonel Tom Brewer and thank him. Ivan, as a member of the Red Feather Society, a couple words.
Thank you, John. Yeah, I received this red feather in 1985 in Rapid City for something that happened to me during my tour in Vietnam, which was November 1968 to November 1969. And this thing happened on July 20th, 1969. Actually, a couple things happened that day. For one, man walked on the moon that day, and I got to see it on a black and white TV set that our communications people had set up. And the other thing was that early in the morning of the 20th, we were on this little-known operation called Lamar Plain. It started during the Fight for Hill 937, which is popularly known as Hamburger Hill today. That was the 187th Airborne Infantry. And I was with the 502nd at that time. And when that fight was still going on, we received orders to move south. And so we did. I was in base camp at the time, Camp Eagle. And so I and others helped in the move. There were several battalions of the 1st Brigade that went down. And those in the field picked up right where they were, flew by helicopter down to our new area of operations, which was near a place called Tam Key. Early in the morning on the 20th, we were engaged in a firefight, and I was hauling ammo for our M60 machine gun placements. And three rounds passed by me. One hit my elbow, my left elbow, and the other shattered the stock on my 16, and one cut the gas pipe, rendering my weapon a single shot. But I kept hauling the ammo, which was needed very badly. And I'll cut it short there, but that was why the Red Feather was awarded to me in 1985 in Rapid City by members of the Red Feather Society. And today, I extend a welcome to the society to Lieutenant Colonel Brewer. And with that, I want to thank all of you for listening and allowing me this brief moment to I guess remember some things that are not too pleasant, to remember. But I thank you for listening.
Warrior Ivan Starr, I thank him so much for his service, for he went through. I know it's healing to him to do this. And Colonel Burr, I thank you so much for your service. Oh, hit you to it. Yeah. What are we going to do with the helicopters? They're ready.
They're gonna talk here.
Yeah.
We got two more before they do the honor song.
Okay.
Two more presentations.
They're ready now.
All right, listen, first I apologize for that long bio. You didn't need to read all that, but again, there's a lot of recognition that should have been given to both our Korean and Vietnam vets that they never got when they came home. And so when I was approached about the opportunity to do this, it was a non-thought at all to come here, because it was the right thing to do. What should have been done years ago. If there is a positive to the last 10 years of war, is that we have done a good job of welcoming our soldiers home, and we've made some amends for those things that happened back in the 50s and 60s. So that part, again, continue to welcome them home, and again, thank you for this opportunity to honor our vets, and please don't hesitate to thank them, not just once a year, but every chance you get, because they made a lot of sacrifices, and the World War II Korean Vietnam vets didn't have all the privileges we had of email and Skype and things like that. They lived a much harder life, and they did a great job to keep our country free. So again, thank you for your time today, and I appreciate this opportunity.
Okay, we had reserved a little time for the pilots of the helicopters to say a few words. We'd like them to come up now, and please do that.
Let's see if I can find a good captain.
Colonel Brewer, would you do the introduction, please?
All right, Captain Dan will be giving you a little background on the aircraft, their mission, and where they're from. Just as a side note here, the Lakota, the first helicopter that landed, the smaller of the two. It's, I believe, the newest one in the Army inventory. And hands down, it's by far the sexiest one too. So I'll let the pilot address it now.
Well, thank you, sir. It's just an honor for you guys to invite us down here to take part in the celebration that you have going on. And so on behalf of the South Dakota Army National Guard, I'd like to thank you for inviting our crew to bring down our two aircraft. We had 22 soldiers come down with us today to just see kind of what you guys do down here and give you a chance to see the aircraft. Like the Colonel said, the aircraft that we brought in the UH-60 Blackhawk, and then the brand new one, the smaller aircraft, is the UH-72 Lakota, and the one that we brought today was actually built in 2011. So, like you said, it's one of the newer aircraft in the Army inventory, and then here in South Dakota we have 4 of those aircraft, and then in 2013 we'll be receiving 2 more of the UH-72 Lakotas, and all 6 of them will be based in Rapid City, South Dakota. And they're in the 2 units are Delta Company, First 112, and then Bravo Company, First 112 will be the two units we have here in South Dakota.
Maybe a little about the mission and type of aircraft you have.
The aircraft we brought today, the UH-60 Blackhawk, is actually from a medevac unit also, and then the UH-72 Lakota is a medevac mission. It's also Homeland Security and Defense. They're not aircraft, the UH-72 is not to be taken over to Afghanistan or somewhere or like that. It's more based on Homeland Defense. And then the second 2 aircraft that we're going to get in 2013 that are also the UH-72 Lakotas are going to be more for Homeland Security also, but they're going to have an emphasis on counter-drug and support missions of that nature. Our flight crew that we brought today, we have the pilot that flew in with me on the UH-72 Lakota is CW2 Aaron Oglala. We have on the UH-60 Blackhawk, we have Warrant Officer 1 Tyler Enos, and then the pilot in command of the UH-60 Blackhawk is actually CW5 Gary Dykstra. He's getting ready to retire here in actually about a month. Sorry, a little quiet. We have CW5 Gary Dykstra, who will be retiring in about a month with 34 years of service in the United States Army. And then on the end we have W1 McNabb, Kyle McNabb. He's brand new, just got back from flight school, so he's newer to our organization. So this is the crew I brought with us, and then we had some other crew members, are members of the South Dakota National Guard. We had a couple of recruiters that came with us, and then some other unit members, operations, medics, some of those people from our unit wanted to come along and see what we do out here and see the ceremony today, so we brought them along as well. We'll be over by the aircraft until about 1600, so we just been 4 o'clock, sorry. We went military on you guys. A lot of you guys are veterans, so you know what I'm talking about, but we'll be at the aircraft until 4 o'clock, so you're welcome to stop by and ask us any questions, or we'll be wandering around and seeing your ceremony today, so feel free to visit us over there, and if you're in Rapid City, you can stop by and see us anytime also.
The military designed and built the smaller helicopter out here and named it the Lakota. And so, I forgot how long ago, we met at Crazy Horse Mountain. And the tribal presidents, we welcomed the name and we dedicated the helicopter. And as you were just told, it's going to be used in the United States for Homeland Security. And so the Lakota helicopter, the pilots up here, boy, I look at you guys, and you look so young. You look like you're still in high school, but they're pilots, helicopter pilots. But I thank them very much for bringing it down to show the Lakota what tribal presidents we helped them to dedicate, and we're very proud of it, and we thank you guys for coming down. Thank you so much. Those of you that were given medals and honored, we'd like you to stick around. We still need to do an honoring song for you. So after a little bit of what Frank's business he's got to do here, a little more, we're going to call you out and do an honoring song.
Okay, we have two more honors. Patty Ward, I know you're here. You finally come up here. Now, Patty and I had a little disagreement. She said I told her 1 o'clock and she was on time. I thought I told her noon. But I learned long ago you don't argue with a woman, so let's say she's right. She got here on time, 1 o'clock. She is accepting the medals that her father got from his time in Korea, which is National Defense Service Medal, United Nations Service Medal, the Korean War Service Medal, and a letter of appreciation from the President of South Korea, which I will read while the Colonel is present. The dear veteran, on occasion of the 50th anniversary of the outbreak of the Korean War, I would like to offer you my deepest gratitude for your noble contribution to the efforts to safeguard the Republic of Korea, uphold liberal democracy around the world. At the same time, I remember with endless respect the affection of those who sacrificed lives for that cause. We Koreans hold dear in our hearts the conviction, courage, and spirit of sacrifice shown to us by such selfless friends as you, who enabled us to remain a free democratic nation. The ideals of democracy for which you were willing to sacrifice all of 50 years ago have become universal values in this new century and millennium. Half a century after the Korean War, we honor you and reaffirm our friendship, which helped to forge the blood alliance between our two countries, and we resolve once again to work with all friendly nations for the good of humankind and peace in the world. I thank you once again for your noble sacrifice and pray for your health and happiness. Sincerely yours, signed, Kim Dae-jung, President of the Republic of South Korea.
Well, I had them all lined up waiting for you to be called out here to be recognized by the.
Oh, and they didn't show up.
No, they were all waiting for you. You guys up.
One more last one. We have Lynn ready, getting his stuff here. I don't know how he missed not getting down here at noon. Okay, he is receiving Marine Corps Good Conduct Medal, National Defense Service Medal, the Meritorious Unit Commendation Ribbon with 1 Bronze Star, Navy Reserve Medal, Armed Forces, Navy, Marine Corps, Coast Guard, and what he didn't get was a sharpshooter rifle badge and the Sea Service Deployment Ribbon because they were not available for issue, and they will be issued later. And what I'm working on for Linifred here is he was recalled for Desert Storm. He spent 8 months and 14 days over there, which we had a heck of a time proving, which we finally did. But he was also eligible for all the medals that those guys received when they went to Desert Storm. And we're working on that, so hopefully next year he will get those at a presentation like this again. Okay, Linford, I'm glad you showed up down here. Mary Musso in the audience somewhere? The old American horse? Okay, thank you, Linford. All hats off. Okay. I read the Warriors Medal of Valley for folks. He also gets one, and he wasn't here when they gave the rest of them out. However, he is eligible for one, so he gets one. Okay, thank you, Linford. All right, everybody who was honored here today, please come out here for your honor dance. All you who received medals. And the two didn't show up. We'll catch them later on, probably during the Oglala Nation. Okay.
Start out here. Just have them all start out here and face the center. Tell them to rally on
Okay, come on. The rest of you veterans that got medals, come on out here. Barry Bazion, Lloyd Goings, Clarence Conroy, John Tibbetts, Clifton D. Sursa, Willie Minglehart, Lindsay Davis, Walt Swan, Waverly T. Okay. No, you get the Vietnam. Okay. Before they get that, Ruth, you wanted to say something? Come on up. And Ruth Brown is one of the few council people that has been very supportive of the veterans. She has attended a lot of the veterans meetings I've been to, and she is an outspoken supporter, and she'd like to say a few words, and we're going to let her do that. Welcome, Ruth.
It's an honor and a privilege to come today. We missed the good part of your parade, and we missed the helicopter. But I want to say to Lieutenant Colonel, if you would step forward, we are very, very honored that you're here with us today. That we didn't lose you. You are a role model to a lot of our people across the Pine Ridge Indian Reservation. I come from Wombly. I served with your uncle, Dwayne, on Tribal Council, and I'm still with Tribal Council. For 14 years, I wanted to give a service to our people, and I've always supported our veterans. So many of them did not come home. So many of them are still out there overseas. Our World War I, World War II, our Korean veterans, our Vietnam veterans, our Desert Storm, and the ones that went to Afghanistan. The men and the women that served our country today, we want to say, Wopila, Yuha, Chicha. It's the greatest honor to serve in the military in the Afichita. And we are very, very proud of each and every one of you. You have done the ultimate, and you've come home. And we say, welcome home. It was very, very good day today. We practiced our virtues, and we practiced our prayers. We also practiced to come home and have a sweat with our people. We bring you back to the circle. We bring your spirit back. Sometimes that spirit is left overseas, but we bring your spirit home. With the drum beat, that is part of our culture. I wanted to say those things today. Those little children will look up to you, and they'll remember you. From home, we have a Lieutenant Colonel, Delane Warrior, and he's up in North Carolina. He comes home every year. He served 2 years, 2 tours in Vietnam, and seen 26 countries. And we're very proud of him, like we're very, very proud of you today. And very proud to stand here and to tell you these good words. I know your mother, your father, your Ina and Ate, and your family have always prayed for you to come home safe in your travels. And those are part of our spirit, those are part of our culture, and I'm very proud to be here today And for those of you that they honored today and gave you medals, and one Witutila that was up here, on behalf of her dad, always remember him and always pray for him. He too is in the spirit world, but I know that he paid an ultimate sacrifice, and we always remember them. Without our veterans, we have that freedom today to do everything. Whatever we want to do, we can do it today without our veterans and the security that we have here. I am always very proud of them, every one of you that served our country. So again, Lampatiki, Wopila Iha Chichas, especially our Yaki Chichas, I want to thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, John Tibbetts, Clifton DeSursa. I know you guys are still around. Come on. Fine Ridge Agency's drum group will do the honor song. Okay, you honoraries, remember that a little gift towards the drum when you're finished here would be appreciated. Okay, Fine Ridge. Go.
La